Coming up next, the Spurs taking on the Nets. For San Antonio, currently 8th in the Western Conference, looking to move up coming down the stretch. Nets, Spurs, coming right up on 2K Sports. Happy holidays, everyone, from all of us at 2K Sports. Thanks for joining us at this most special time of the year. This is Brian Anderson, Stan Van Gundy, and Grant Hill here with me. And in a few moments, we'll hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce. Let's see the stat sheet here for Dorian Finney-Smith.
He's been really dialed in from deep during these last 5 games, looking assertive and in control every time he rises up to shoot from beyond the three-point line. And it's been fun to watch.
All right, let's check out San Antonio's starting lineup. Chris Paul out there with Devin Vassell. Then there's Barnes. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. And it's Champagnie at the small forward position. And for Brooklyn, Johnson and Claxton patrol the middle. Shake Milton out there with Cameron Thomas. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3. These teams like to get into the half-court stand. They like to play at their pace.
Yeah, and there's not many teams like that. Anymore, but it's all about the details and execution for these teams to maximize their possessions.
Now here's Paul, and the dunk by Wembanyama.
I mean, it seems like you could throw it up to Wembanyama on every offensive possession, and he'll slam it home.
Thomas outside. Back to Milton. The 3 is up. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. On offense, here is San Antonio. Paul passes to Wembanyama. Milton against Paul. Back to Wembanyama. Pass to Paul. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Claxton with a rebound. And Milton's got the ball here for the Brooklyn Nets. Tonight, their first look at this San Antonio squad this year.
Not exactly the biggest game on the season schedule, but both teams are capable of flashing serious potential.
And last year, they split their season series. So this is a chance for one of them to get the upper hand on the other.
Shooting 2, Nicholas.
Good on the second one. Stan, one of the most impressive streaks in sports history. The San Antonio Spurs, one of the smallest markets in the NBA, making 22 consecutive playoffs.
Yeah, and Brian, there's nothing that I respect more than consistent success year after year. I think it's harder than having that one great year. What San Antonio did in those years is incredible.
And they had a great sideline reporter out here, too.
Good-looking guy.
Now here's Thomas, a reliable go-to guy for them. He's averaging around 26.5 a game.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no airspace there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Paul against Thomas. Outside Wembanyama. The kick out to Paul. Over Claxton. And Paul gets it to go.
Well, they've started this game strong offensively. 3 out of their first 4 attempts.
Pass to Bogdanovich. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah, they might want to think about a high percentage look the next time down the floor.
Vassell finds Paul. Wembanyama down low. He's guarded by Claxton. Claxton with the block. And it's out of bounds to the Spurs as San Antonio retains possession. Melton, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. Vassell passes to Paul. Shot clock at 5. Wembanyama up top, shoots over Melton. The shot by Wembanyama, no good.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Now here's Thomas. Johnson for three. Sinks it from distance.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
Thomas against Wembanyama. Champagny, the pass to Wembanyama.
When Wembanyama has the ball in there, I mean, it's often a bucket, a foul, or both.
San Antonio shooting their first free throws tonight.
Shooting 2.
So hits one and misses one at the line. Oh, deflected. Barnes with it. Milton covering. The kick out to Paul. A minute 37 left in the opening quarter. Back to Barnes. Wembanyama scanning the floor. And it's off from three-point range.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
Now here's Melton. No points so far. Claxton a screen on Vassell. From deep, Melton. Victor Wembanyama grabs a board. Wembanyama's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Vassell. And he converts the layup.
Those were some weight room points from Vassell, flexing his muscles.
Johnson passes to Milton. And here's Melton. It's Thomas on the wing. 15 in his last outing. Driving inside. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. The drive by Paul. Vassell right side. Pass to Wembanyama. Paul against Milton. Wembanyama, screen on Milton. Throws it up high. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
And you see how fluid Wembanyama is. 7'5" guys shouldn't be able to move like this.
Thomas, that's good.
Well, you guys know I love analytics, but I still like the mid-range, especially when he's taking the shot.
From deep, Wembanyama. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And that does it for the first quarter. Spurs out in front. They're up by 4. Don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious they were well prepared defensively coming in.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
They've got Dorian Finney-Smith, DeAnthony Melton out there with Ben Simmons. Then there's Bojan Bogdanovic, and it's Clowney in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Pass to Champagny. Here's Wesley. Outside Wembanyama. Here's the 3. Rebounded by the Nets. Defeated by Milwaukee in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, they found some decent looks, but the shots just weren't falling. Sometimes it goes like that.
Seems like they did all they could, and sometimes it still doesn't go your way.
And then Bogdanovic with the dunk.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow. Yeah, showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
Williams is checked in for Brooklyn. A big group substitution here for San Antonio. Collins, he's checked in for Victor Wembanyama. Sohan comes in for Barnes. Johnson, he's checked in for Champagnie. And Castle's subbed in for Vassell. And the timeout called here by Jordi Fernandez. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Brooklyn making a switch here. Whitehead's checked in. Left side, Simmons. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Well, Grant, you played on some very tight-knit teams. Talk to us about chemistry.
Well, B.A., in some sports, chemistry is not a big issue. But in basketball, it is huge. You have to trust and believe in your teammates, and it has to be a unit, not 5 separate individuals.
San Antonio with the ball, following the bucket by Brooklyn. And they're on the break. To the wing, right side. The second effort. Collins with the rebound. San Antonio leading by 5. Here's Castle. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Showing how athletic he is. When Castle sees room for takeoff, he jumps all over it.
Pass to Clowney. Down low. Here's Finney-Smith. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Wesley, that's good.
And you'd think their lead would hold as long as they continue to shoot like this.
Now for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. Melton, the kick out to Simmons. Pass to Whitehead. The 3 is up. Pure from 3-point range.
The pass-first nature of Simmons. Fantastic job scanning the floor and finding the open teammate.
Here's Wesley. Here he goes. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Wesley's got 4 points in the quarter. Nets trail by 6. Outside Simmons. Back to Melton. Let's go with a 3. Collins with the rebound. The Spurs have gotten 5 of their first 6 attempts to fall in the second after undergoing 3 ankle surgeries in 10 months in 2020 and 2021. Coach Zach Collins has bounced back amazingly.
He really has, Brian. And the injuries have really been the only problem for Zach Collins. He's got size, skill, and toughness. This guy is a very effective player when he's healthy.
His story is inspirational.
It is indeed.
A full line change here for Brooklyn. Here's Milton. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
And they're in a better flow this quarter offensively, and their shooting percentage is steadily rising as a result.
On the take, and Greg Popovich has called timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Not played in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Knicks.
Yeah, I think they'd like to forget that game. You usually want to find some teaching moments, but in this case, it might be best to just destroy the tape.
Well, everyone has off nights. They just need to make sure that they bounce back strong.
And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. A line change here for San Antonio. Ball passes to Vassell. Into the lane. Outside Wembanyama. No good on the triple.
He hasn't helped the cause with his shooting, but his teammates have had his back.
Outside Johnson. Three-pointer, no good.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions.
Paul passes to Vassell. San Antonio again missing. Nets trail by 6. Here's Thomas. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. Thomas has got 6.
That's a chance he's never going to pass up. The D completely ineffective.
And there's the lob. Oh, Wembanyama on the receiving end.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. And so we've reached the end of the first half of play. San Antonio on top. They're up by 6. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
I'm here with Coach Greg Popovich. And, Coach, you look at the offensive execution for this team. What are you seeing?
I think they've done a pretty good job in moving the basketball, keeping up the pace, because we've been playing in mud a little bit lately, but the pace has been pretty good.
Hopefully that pace continues in the second half. Thanks, Coach.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule. Glancing at the upcoming schedule when you guys played against one another, did you always have your games circled on the calendar?
I mean, not really. I just assumed they would be an easy win for us, Arnie.
Kenny, now you tripping. You know, I always give your teams the business. I know, except in the finals when you swept us.
I should have known not to ask that question. So let's dig into that first half now, and what was a very solid performance for the Spurs.
They've been playing very unselfish. I'm telling you, these guys are feeding off the ball movement, and as a basketball fan, it's wonderful to watch, Shaq.
Yeah, no Tyler ball from them. That's why they're getting the good looks. Get it, Tyler Hero?
Tyler Ball, Hero Ball.
I knew you would understand, Ernie.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Victor Wembanyama really making a difference here.
He's been on a tear so far, throwing down some vicious dunks. I was a little worried for the rim in the first half.
Well, as a defense, you can't allow him that much room in the post. That's just asking for trouble.
Here's who Greg Popovich is starting the second half with. Barnes is out there with Victor Wembanyama. Then there's Devin Vassell. Then there's Chris Paul. And it's Champagnie at the 3, small forward. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
That's one more assist in the career of CP3. We haven't seen many better passers in NBA history.
Milton passes Johnson. Outside Bogdanovich. Pass to Milton. Just 5 on the clock. To the paint. Here's Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does.
Man, Wembanyama getting it done. Woo!
Outside Johnson. And here's Thomas from the arc. He drops it from range. Thomas has got 9.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Pass to Barnes. There's the 3. The rebound by Bogdanovich. And so he swipes the ball away again.
Whether on ball or in help, he's a constant threat to take the ball from you.
And on a path to reach second place in all-time steals. What a disruptor defensively.
Yeah, my guy Jason Kidd's looking over his shoulder, knowing his spot on this list is in serious jeopardy.
And the timeout called here by Jordi Fernandez. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan.
Craziest, most exciting fans in the building.
Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter.
And wave those babies like you just don't care.
Pass to Bogdanovich.
From Brooklyn's own
Drilled from 11 feet out. Bogdanovich has got his second basket of the game.
3 straight buckets to start the half. This is how they wanted to come out and execute.
And stolen by Claxton. Thomas with the ball. He's picked up by Vassell. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
These are his first free throws of the game. Stan, LeBron James is widely regarded as one of the most intelligent players in the league. Who else stands out to you as far as basketball IQ?
Oh, Brian, that's a tough question. There's so many of them. Nikola Jokic, Luka Doncic. There's just so many intelligent guys in this league. Fans that think it's all about athleticism don't understand how intelligent the best players are.
Just 4 to shoot. Here's Wembanyama. That one's wide left.
Coaches loathe empty possessions. You got to be able to hit the easy ones.
Pass to Thomas. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Good D by Wembanyama.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Paul, shot is off. Nets trail by 3. Outside Milton. Back to Bogdanovich. Thomas with the ball. He's picked up by Barnes. Johnson for 3. Hits the trifecta. Johnson's got his second basket of the night.
You can really see their confidence growing as this game has gone on. They have reason to believe that.
Yeah, they're in this one. They have some momentum on their side, and they just need to keep up the intensity.
Wembanyama down low. And on Claxton. Okay, it's time for the 2K leaderboard. The top teams in blocks during the last month of play. Number 5, the Spurs.
These guys have been so impressive down low on the defensive end, denying shots left and right over the past month. Honestly, we have never seen someone like Victor Wembanyama, a skilled 7.5-footer. I mean, the way he moves, it's unreal.
And San Antonio making a change here. Sohan's checked in for Barnes. Johnson comes in for Champagnie. Castle's checked in for Vassell. And it's Wesley in for Chris Paul. Collins, he's checked in for San Antonio.
Zach Collins.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter.
San Antonio foul. Wesley.
First trip to the line for him here.
Personal foul. Third team foul.
He misses the free throw.
Ben Simmons stepping the line with 2 shots.
That one's no good. For San Antonio, they've gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Basket's good.
Yeah, this is where Castle likes to find his points, closer in to the hoop.
Nets trail by 4. And here's Melton. Still no points. Pass to Simmons. And that one hits the back iron. For San Antonio, they've gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. Here's Wesley. He's marked by Finney-Smith. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
Yeah, they're not pulling any punches here. Even the guards are attacking the basket.
Johnson against Johnson. Pass to Simmons. 4 on the clock. Using his post moves to get the 2 points.
This is where Simmons is most comfortable shooting from. Once he's this deep, feed him.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Wesley. Simmons defending. Here's Wesley. He's got 6. Going inside. Oh, and he brings it down with a 2-handed jam.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Here's Johnson. And the Nets tack on 2 more. And we've reached the end of the third. Spurs out in front. They lead by 4. And time to step away quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. But this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. DeAnthony Melton out there with Ben Simmons. Then there's Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Wilson in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
Well, you wish he got them all, but at the very least, it's now a 2-possession game.
And so it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. Here's Simmons. Off the inbound, no good.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Melton outside. Launches it. Rebound by San Antonio. Collins has got 4 rebounds now. San Antonio leading by 7. And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Over the last break, I got a chance to hear what Greg Popovich was telling his team. He said, keep it going, guys. Ride this wave of momentum. We're playing great right now, but we can't let up. Guys, back to you.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. And Greg Popovich has called timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused.
Now on the way to the floor. Give it up for Team Hype. Get loud, everyone. Let's give it up for Team Hype.
Here's Paul. Pass to Champagny. Vassell outside. Here's Wembanyama. Wemby putting on a show.
Yeah, on any given night, this is what Wembanyama is capable of. He can put on a one-man show.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Melton.
I don't know what the heck happened there. That's just a careless turnover.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Wembanyama, screen on Simmons. Paul. That one drops for him. And now it's an 11-point San Antonio lead.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Simmons finds Melton. Here's Clowney, covered by Wembanyama, and stolen by Paul. Pass to Wembanyama. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Brooklyn's gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
With a tantalizing combination of size and skill, Ben Simmons has to be a headache to guard.
Now that we have a few years of reference, it's safe to say the NBA play-in tournament has been a roaring success, Greg.
Yeah, I agree, B.A. And people forget it was created in the peak of the pandemic. The league set up a lifeline for teams that lost key players to COVID, but it has turned into something much, much greater.
Hey, it's blocked by Simmons.
Oh, what a swat by Simmons, using his size and reach to bat away the shot.
Shot to stop the run. Rebound San Antonio. Wembanyama's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. This one for 3. Yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time.
3.
Paul's got his 5th assist in this one.
I just love the ball.
Timeout. And Jordy Fernandez calls timeout. He is not messing around. Calling them into the huddle. Milton's checked in for Simmons. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. There's a screen by Johnson. Milton up top. He's guarded by Paul. 6 on the shot clock. Claxton a screen on Paul. Milton for 3. Sends it home from three-point land.
The defense gave him a little space, and he took advantage.
And so it's Paul who brings up the ball for San Antonio. 17 points was their biggest margin.
Last 2 minutes to play.
Vassell passes to Wembanyama. Here's Paul. And there's Wembanyama. That's good on the assist by Paul. Paul's got 6 assists now in the game. Milton against Paul. Pass to Thomas. Claxton a screen on Vassell. And here's Thomas from the arc. Rebound by San Antonio.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance.
Oh, a highlight! What a slam!
Oh, my.
Put that one-man show on Broadway.
That's one way to go with the alley-oop. Milton with a screen on Vassell. Thomas passes to Johnson. And that one's on target from the wing.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
Outside Wembanyama. There's 57 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Off the mark from 16 feet. Brooklyn's gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. And it's Thomas off the drive. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. A full line change here for Brooklyn. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Watford the pass to Finney-Smith. Here's Clowney. Count that one. Now here's Vassell. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
And Brooklyn with possession here. They trail by 14. From 11 feet away, the rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Just let the clock run out.
Hey, it's time to celebrate.
Simmons against Paul. And so it's San Antonio easily grabbing this one. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little sweeter. This one has to feel extra special.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
HB, you have playoff experience. What's your advice to these teammates to get to that level?
We have the talent, we have the coaching. It's just a matter of every day approaching that with that mindset that we're going to go take it. I think if we come out with the energy and focus that we've shown that we can do, we'll put ourselves in a great position to have fun in the postseason.
The mental is just as important as the physical. Thanks so much, HB.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. We hope you enjoyed our broadcast. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Victor Wembanyama.